Well, this is it, the most shocking music moment ever. And it was an event so cataclysmic that many of us remember exactly where we were when we heard the news.
He was the biggest star on the planet, making headlines well after he stopped making hits. But in the end, the pressure of a life lived under a microscope became too much.
There's so many things to say about Michael. The one word that comes to mind is genius.
This is somebody who sold 750 million records, who sold out stadiums and arenas, and even after his star had faded in the States because of the scandals and the controversies, he remained a megastar all around the world.
After years away from the stage, on March 5, 2009, Michael Jackson announced plans for a highly anticipated series of comeback performances in London.
These will be my final show performances in London. This will be it. This is it. And when I say this is it, it really means this is it.
Instead, on June 25th at around 12:30 p.m., his comeback was cut tragically short. Paramedics responded to a 911 call from his Holmby Hills mansion. When they arrived, Michael was no longer breathing. After performing CPR, they rushed Jackson to the UCLA Medical Center. And just 2 hours later, the King of Pop was officially pronounced dead.
My brother, the legendary King of Pop, Michael Jackson, passed away on Thursday, June 25th, 2009 at 2:26 p.m.
First, there was the idea that there was a cardiac arrest. Then people were wondering if it was drug-related. I mean, people, frankly, were wondering all kinds of things.
Fans around the world gathered to mourn his loss by singing and dancing to the music of their fallen hero.
It was just cathartic. You know, everybody enjoying the music and, you know, really thanking Michael Jackson for giving that to us.
He had a lot of eccentricities, but when you take in his life as a whole, when you think about the joy that he's brought so many people, he's the most incredible and probably the most talented and most impactful artist of all time.
That brings us to the end of our show. We've seen all the madness music has to offer, and I'm sure there's a lot more of that to come, but for now, it's time for Chris Jericho to saddle up and ride off into the sunset, partner. So long.
Michael Jackson has died.
What really happened to the King of Pop?
The coroner has ruled Michael Jackson's death a homicide.
You've only heard part of the story until now.
He murdered my brother, and